Got the duck working today over here blowing the horn and it sound like that. That's pretty funny. I think that's actually supposed to be written up on the pre-trip because the horn is actually supposed to work. But anyways, hope everyone's having a great day. If you don't know who I am, my name is Matthew, and welcome back to another video. As always, I appreciate each and every one of y'all that come by and check out the video. If I look a little bit tired, I'm sorry. It's one of those weeks, man, where you just ain't feeling it, and you're tired. What else? You don't want to do nothing. Like I'm at that stage right now this week, and I don't know what it is, honestly. It happens to all of us. It gets the best of us where we get kind of lazy, tired, and you're not looking forward to going in and pulling a 10-hour, 12-hour, whatever you got to do, right? So this video topic is how I managed to get through days like this, because honestly, it can be tough. And if you have pretty much no purpose or no goal, then it can get even really tough. I remember at points at some jobs where I'd be like, dude, like, what am I doing here? Why am I even here? I'm wasting my time. I'm pretty sure we've all had that thought at least once. I mean, if you haven't, well, man, that's great, because I've had it plenty of times. Before we start the video, we are at 451 subs, so shout out to everyone. We are less than 50 away to 500. Awesome, great. Let's keep it going. Let's keep this content going. And yeah. Now, if there's one thing that everyone should value, and I'm pretty sure we all do, it's our time. What we put in this world, no matter what we do, what we trade, we can't trade anything else for the time that we've already given. There's no way to go back and reverse some of the things that you've done. No way. And we all have thoughts about it, right? Where you remember, like, dang, I wish I would have done this when I was earlier, because now I got to deal with this, or I'm doing it too late. And you have all those thoughts. For one thing, it's never too late. And another is, if you're not happy, you should definitely change it, because the sooner you go out there and figure out how am I going to change this situation to another, the better, because you're not wasting your time. You're not out here considering and wishing that, oh man, I wish I could do this, or I wish I could do that. I grew up with a family that pretty much would always talk about doing things and never ended up doing it in the end. I saw a lot of mistakes when I was younger that it was probably a good thing that I saw, because I was always observant when I was younger. I would see somebody doing something and I'd be like, all right, okay, I'm obviously not going to do that, because that's not going to work out for me. And just so on and so forth. Actually, weirdly enough, growing up, I wasn't too much of a bad kid. I was honestly just kind of a lot more chiller and quiet. I had my group of friends. I definitely hated school, though. I couldn't stand school, but went ahead and finished it. And then after that, I was kind of lost at that point. At 18 years old, didn't know what to do, and didn't know if I should pursue college or just get a regular job. I didn't really accomplish much of anything. I felt like when I went to high school and then I finally got my diploma, I was like, all right, this is it, right? Like, leading up to that point, that felt like that was the most important thing, when in reality it was only the beginning. And I do think it teaches a valuable lesson, though. It teaches you to work hard and grind for something, because it takes, you're there, you can't go without school, right? You're there for 12, 13 years. When I had finally reached that point to where I didn't know what to do, and there was no guidance, I was kind of lost, and I was putting my feet in everything. I was just trying a bunch of different jobs. I was looking into college, but I didn't know what to choose, and end up getting a really late start to it. Didn't work out. Flipping and flopping on jobs, and I've seen a lot, and I've been through a lot. And if there's one thing I've definitely learned, is that throughout all those times when I wasn't happy, I made sure to change it to at least put me in a situation where I was. And sometimes it was rough. I would be put through a situation where I have to overcome. Maybe that's money problems, or that's personal things with like family and stuff like that. And in the end, it all worked out, and it led me to this point here. So how do I make it through a day here, and what keeps me motivated on days like this where it's really slow? I wouldn't say slow, or more of me, where I'm pretty much slow, being lazy. For one, I look at my goals. I definitely wrote down some goals. Honestly, not that long ago. It was like 2 years ago. I wrote down 10 goals that I wanted to knock out at least by the year it ended. Some of them weren't met, but those goals still stick to my head to this day. Wrote 10 down and try to do the best I can to accomplish them. At least for me, when I have goals set down, it makes it easier to where I can approach something and know that I can like have a checklist to knock it down. And this really became like a thing whenever I started working out. Now, if you didn't know, I used to be a gym rat. If I have a picture, I'll post it. And was a super skinny kid. Went to the gym every day, and it went from everyone kind of not believing that I could do it to those same people asking for help. And it made me realize, like, oh yeah, like as long as you set down your goals and you make the changes that are needed, because it wasn't easy. It went from not eating that much to eating a hell of a lot, then having to go and do like a really strict diet for like months on while maintaining to go to the gym 5 days a week. You know, it wasn't easy, but it taught me a lot to just stick with your goals. It takes time and patience. So I'm moving that into pretty much life, to where I'm working, right? I'm here now, and I'm setting a path to where it can lead me to something better in the future. And ultimately, in the end goal, you have heard my goals with the company and what I want to do with FedEx. So like I said, tough times, think of that, kind of puts me in a better mood, and go attack it. And it doesn't feel like it's another day here at work. Oh man, another slow day, another slow, boring day. What am I gonna do? And don't get me wrong, as a courier, I know there's harder positions. I know Amazon's can get pretty rough, and the contractor I used to have with Grainger, it would get rough too. This one's a little bit more easier, but it definitely has its time windows where you're crunching, man. Your foot's on the pedal, and you're out here trying to knock out these pickups. And you know, on my route, me doing about 40 to 50 pickups only, and I don't do any deliveries, it can get kind of a little bit crazy, but it's nothing compared to what I used to do. Other than that, just a few tips that I had for you guys, and these are just my opinion, so everyone has their own, which is totally fine. It's just something that helps me get through on days like this. So other than that, I'm gonna finish my break and try to stay up, because I'm just tired. But anyways, I'll catch y'all guys on the next video. Peace.